Good morning, it's Isle of Wight Sea Angler. Today I'm going to teach you through how to make a basic pulley rig. I use them for all different ground fishing, depending on where I'm fishing, depends on the size of the snood. Lots of different ways to make them, this is just the way I make them. I'll be using 70-pound main body with a 50-pound snood length, and you're going to need pulley bead. You can see that there, just a little black pulley bead. Bent rig clip, 2 beads, swivel, and your choice of hook. Use 2 hooks if you want to make a pennel, or just the one if you just want a single hook rig. So if I'm fishing on clean ground, I'd make a big long sort of 3 foot, 4 foot pulley. If I'm fishing on rough ground, I make it smaller, just because it's easier to get up off the snags. I keep all my rigs on winders, by the way, just so much easier. So tonight I'll be going fishing off a sandbank. So you want a good 2 length of snood, measure it from your hand to your shoulder. Cut it. So you've got a nice long main body line, and to that you want to attach your clip. I'll just do a normal standard blood knot. Five through the loop. Basically stops the line burning and damaging the line. Cut off your tag end when you're happy that it's nice and tight. So you now have that. Then you want to put on one of your beads. I use extremely small beads. I don't like blinging my traces up too much, just in case you do lose them. Thread that onto your line like so, and all it is to absorb the shock from the pulley bead when you basically cast, just because you don't want to damage the knot. It just protects the knot a little bit. So you've got that, and then add your other bead like so. It's being a pain in the arse. There you go. Now take your swivel, blood knot again. So you just literally, I'll put my finger in it so you got a nice gap like that. 1, 4, these 4 turns through, gob oil again, tighten that one up. So that is where you're at so far. Cut that end off. Now the trick with your snood line is you basically want it to be shorter than your main body, so that it actually clips down. So the way I do it is measure it. Hang on, just change the light in there so you can see this better. Measure it next to your main body a line and cut it just an inch shorter maybe. So I'll cut that about there. Just run your fingers through it. Make sure that's all, you know. Now attach this. The same knot again. It's just quick. Always, you know, it's always been reliable for me. There you have it. To make sure that's shorter, all you've got to do is run your pulley bead up to your swivel. So you basically have that, and just measure it down. You can see there, I can hold the two together, that the clip hangs slightly longer when it's tight. Now for your hooks. So at the minute, with it being winter, I'm always using pennels, big baits, go big or go home really. So at the minute I've got Aberdeens, good reliable hooks. If I was going for congers, I'd use something a bit more like that. Circles, lethal, really good quality hooks. There I'm just going to go for size 3/0 Aberdeens. You want to thread one up on the line, like so. Then your other one, attach. Same knot again, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and tight, because you don't want to lose your fish. Then just cut off your tag end as close as you can get. Should really be using nail clippers. I find them a bit easier to get real nice and close to the line, but I can't find them at the moment. And there you have your pulley rig. You could go longer, you could go shorter. It totally depends on where you're fishing really. If you're fishing rough ground, you don't want a long trace because you're more likely to get snagged. But the idea of this is this will be attached to your main line, your pulley bead, and then you'll have your weight attached to your clip. When it's all clipped down, it will look like so. You'll have your bait on there. There's your pulley bead. The idea is it just makes it a lot more streamlined, so you can cast further with it. The bait sits nice distance from the weight, obviously, which you always want, especially if you're going for rays or something like that. And I use this pretty much anywhere I go. It's just quick, simple, easy to make rig, always reliable. And when you're reeling in, it does this. Your weight will slide up to where the pulley bead is, and it will be dragged, so it will be coming out the sea like that, which basically obviously lifts your weight if you're using grip weights, and it stops you getting snagged in rocks and stuff like that. It's really handy. With the clip, I mean, I don't like wasting gear. That's one of the cheapest ways you can make that rig. You could even swap the pulley bead for just a normal swivel. A lot of people use Gemini clips. They're expensive, real good clips. You basically just clip the hook down. You know, I think it's about $2.99 for 5 or something like that per packet of 5s. But you can generally, that does the exact same, and it works just as good. Well, I hope that helped a few of you. Have a lovely day.